6 for Tipton in the third quarter, but Kokomo starts the fourth on an 8-0 run. Shot blocked away. There to pick up the weak side rebound is Kyle Coleman, and he'll stem the tide momentarily with his 6th point. 43-42, Tipton with a 1-point advantage. Now Kokomo turns it over.
Huge play for Coleman. Great job defensively by Dye to create that pressure. Now with Coleman back in the ball game, he adds that energy, that ability to go to the rim and rebound, and he can also post up and score.
How big is it for Travis Doherty to get something positive like that? Off the timeout, you get a score, then a defensive stop. That helps old Mo get back on your side.
Oh, it sure does. And one thing I've noticed here is Arnett now playing out the point defensively, but he couldn't get out there quick enough to defend that three.
That's an unconscious three by Hoffman. He was 5 feet beyond the arc. 8 points for Jake Hoffman off the bench. 46-42, it's back to a 4-point advantage.
They had Dickey in the previous possession down in the low post on the 2-3 zone, and they moved him out the point, and Hoffman knocked down the three right over the top of him.
Boy, Weir could have taken Dickey off the dribble there and decided to swing it around left side instead. Now they come to Hopkins. Hopkins throws it up in traffic and got it to fall. Nice finish, Patrick Hopkins.
Nice play by Hopkins. It did look to me for a minute, Mark, that he dragged his pivot foot and got away with it. Then he stood up strong and went right to the glass.
46-42, Tipton by a deuce. They have the basketball under 5 to play the ball game. IHSAAsports.org game of the week, and it's a dandy on a Saturday night at Tipton High School. Great crowd on hand and a phenomenal basketball game. Turnaround from 15, no. Rebound controlled by Tyrone Brown. Quickly ahead to the big man. Hopkins throws it up, can't get it to fall, but a block down low. Transition and creating some opportunities offensively.
Hopkins out of the game and rested him up, so he should have a little bit stronger legs here in the second half coming down the home stretch here for Kokomo.
Better form, better result on the second attempt. It's a 1-point advantage now for Kokomo. Under 4.5 to play at 46-45. Greg Dickey with the basketball, left wing. Will skip it across to Jason Dye. He'll get it back. He'll dial up the deep three. No good this time. Skying for the rebound is Arnett. He controls it quickly in transition. Look who's leading the way. Hopkins throws it up off the glass. Elston says, get that out of here, and they count it. The lead now 1 for the Kokomo Wildcats. Under 4 minutes to play. I don't know. Things seem a little more urgent on this end of the floor than they do when Kokomo has the basketball offensively. Kick in the corner. Nice drive by Dickey. Boy, look at the pressure. Defensive pressure into the hands of Weir. Weir throws it up in traffic, can't get it to fall. Arnett wants the rebound, can't get it. Hopkins gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the way up.
1-3-1, and he feels like he's open. More often than not, they're not getting.
Boy, he's really done a lot of garbage work. What I like is the fact that Mike, a lot of times when they're in transition, you look up the floor. He's one of the first guys up the floor for Kokomo.
And he's a senior, and like you said, he's really asserted himself in tonight's basketball game.
2-point lead for the Wildcats, 48-46. We are approaching the 3-minute mark. Arnett almost picked the pockets of Tipton. 3-pointer the other way is an air ball, and there's Tipton for the easy return. Derek Elston with 20 now.
Elston snuck around Brown and did a great job of getting post position inside. Soft hands and a bucket.
Tied at 48. Kokomo with the basketball. Arnett, all kinds of defensive pressure from Jason Dye. Barbary with it. Notice how the substitutions have subsided a bit. It looks as though these are the lineups that they're content to try to finish with. Starters for both ball clubs, basically. Weir drives in transition, throws it up. No call, bodies crashing to the floor. Dickey hits the floor. Still fighting for the loose ball. Suddenly they call the jump ball. So tied at 48, 2.5 to play. Dare we say overtime's a possibility? Dickey, Elston, cross courts, swing it inside. Fortunately, Dickey was there to pick up the errant pass. He's open from the left elbow. Can't get it to fall. Follow your shot, young man. Down to the 2-minute mark, tied at 48. Kokomo has the basketball. Arnett drives, gets bumped.
Big foul.
That
there it is.
Number 5 on Coleman. See who does that the most effectively down the stretch. That one rattles home. And
a kid named Derek Williams who played at Ritter years ago and ended up playing for Ron Hunter at IUPUI. Left-handed, kind of lengthy, can play probably 2-3 positions out on the basketball court.
13 for Arnett now, 50-48. Kokomo is really giving it to their gracious host. Elston fights up and under and a foul. Points on the night for the 6'9 senior. Mr. Basketball candidate at 54 to play. He's trying to tie it as Ball Club trails it by one. That free throw is no good. 1 point advantage for Kokomo. 50-49. They have the basketball with under 2 to play. In transition comes Arnett. In a hurry. Drives baseline, gets fouled on his way to the bucket.
Well, as long as Kokomo can minimize their turnovers, they can play with anybody. But
trying to give his Ball Club a 2-point advantage. That time it's good. Alan Arnett with 14 points now. 51-49. I will say one thing. Kokomo has done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the basketball game. Three-pointer, no good. Saved back in bounds into the hands of Oberdorf.
Great job by Elston of hustling out there. Now they draw the foul on Arnett.
Tipton will inbound it, trailing it by 2 with 1:26 to play.
Greg Dickey with the basketball has been very effective from the perimeter tonight. Done a good job shooting the basketball.
Hoffman in the corner to Dickey. Sees the trap, throws it back out high to Hoffman. They'll swing it around to Dye. They'll play perimeter basketball. Elston wants to drive, get into the act. Little fade away from 12, nothing but net.
Great shot because he was defended extremely well by Barbary.
We're tied at 51 with 1 minute to play. Kokomo with the basketball. Arnett. Weir. Baseline, Hopkins. Hopkins backs his way in. Throws it up on Elston. Shot blocked, but a foul. Hopkins has come up huge down the stretch. Missed that free throw. 51 as the Kokomo fans start to come to life. That free throw is good.
Under dire circumstances, and it's a great thing tonight for both ball clubs to have this kind of effort.
52-51, a 1-point lead for Kokomo. Tipton with the basketball. Arnett with all kinds of pressure. Oberdorf. Back to Dickey. 30 seconds left in this one now. Hoffman thought about the three. They'll redirect through Greg Dickey. Under a half a minute to play now. Elston with the basketball. Dickey off the screen, comes to Dye, and he missed him.
One thing, Mark, I'm for certain, looking at Kokomo, the way they've been playing these screens, Tipton's going to have a perimeter shot because for whatever reason, Kokomo is coming underneath the screens. They're going to have some space to shoot.
10 seconds left in the ball game. Dickey floats it up from 12. Bounces off the iron, and what do we got? Timeout on the floor, charged to Tipton with 4.7 seconds left. Hoffman will inbounds. They'll set screens. Elston will flash out. Drive to the elbow, 16-footer. No good! Kokomo's going to win it. They are going to pull off an upset of monumental proportions, and the Tipton fans looking around in disbelief. Again, your final score, 52-51 in favor of Kokomo. Our next